If he's asking you what you bring to the table and you want a masculine man, that's a pass go straight away. Not because you don't bring anything to the table, it's not that kind of thing. It's the fact that if you date and if you marry a what you bring to the table type of guy, you're going to be fighting over the toilet paper. You're going to be fighting over who bought the rice. You're going to be fighting over every single damn thing, because it's not that a masculine man doesn't want a woman who brings something to the table. He just knows what she already brings to the table and he knows how to vet that. If a man is asking you what you bring to the table, it means he doesn't know what he's looking for in a woman.
What?
I don't know why, but I'm getting the feeling that this woman is incapable of making an actual garden salad. The idea of her slicing up lettuce, tomatoes, and other veggies to create a basic garden salad is kind of worrying to me, and I'm kind of terrified to see the end result. But that's not going to stop her from tossing a massive word salad to get out of answering the table question. Here's a news flash for you, sweetheart. The more words you use to avoid the table question, the less value you add onto a man's life. Men know exactly what they want in a woman when they ask the table question. And if the woman gives a suitable answer, this piques the man's interest for something more. However, if your first response is to say that answering the question will lead to some kind of toilet paper rice themed battle royale, and if you give a complicated answer, we're gonna stop wasting our time with you. Because unlike you, our time is valuable.
And he's just looking for you to buy his love. He's looking for you to be in your masculine. He's looking for you to make him offerings in order to be with him. So if you want to be with a man like that, go buy him some nice underwear from Victor's Secret. Go buy him some, I don't know, some flowers. You know what you'd want, so buy him that. And call it a day.
You go, girl! You get it, girl! You hear that? You got it, girl!
No, you expect us to buy your love. Self-respecting men don't need their love to be bought because we're not women. We don't require offerings, unless random hugs, back rubs, and the occasional hot meal counts, but you clearly don't know your way around a kitchen, so why bother asking? But if you're gonna give a man an offering, might I suggest instead of being a snarky broad, you offer him, I don't know, some high-quality socks or a book of stamps, or a PS3 with a copy of Call of Duty Black Ops. That would be kind of nice. We're not that complicated. We just want someone who's going to bring us some peace and some value into our lives. But you are so used up and selfish that you can't even comprehend the mere idea of how a romantic relationship is supposed to work, which is fine. You obviously huffed a lot of paint thinner as a child and you don't have any functioning brain capacity to think past these things. So, when you're giving a long-winded answer to the table question, you're already telling us everything we need to know about your value and what you're willing to add on to our lives.
Nothing! Absolutely nothing! Stupid! You're so stupid!
I've been single now for almost a year and a half, and something I realized that has happened to me, I feel like a teenaged woman. I was with my ex-fiance for 10 years, and we started dating when I was 21, and he broke up with me only a few days before my 31st birthday. And fast forward, I've been living in New York almost 1 year, and there's this side of me that is very much the 30-year-old. I feel so confident in my work and my point of view and what I want out of life. I feel confident in my body and just can really stand in my authenticity in a way I couldn't in my 20s.
Really?
You sound like a teenaged woman, huh? So you're entitled, irresponsible, and lack any sense of accountability? Yeah, that's not a teenaged woman. That's just a regular modern woman. You were in a relationship with a guy for a decade, and you claim that he left you 2 days before your birthday. Now, already, your word is dubious at best, so naturally, I don't believe a single word that you're saying. And that goes double for all of the nice things you listed about yourself. Most folks don't need to systematically list everything they like about themselves to the entire planet. There's no need to. It projects itself. That's why it's called self-esteem and not public esteem. So when I hear you, I automatically think that you're coping with the fact that your fiance left you after you became an insufferable wretch, which sounds about right for a woman who decided to foolishly move to an expensive dystopian nightmare city, and it sounds to me like you're trying to score pity points with the audience. But you're kinda late. I already gave what was left of my pity to Rocky after Mickey died, so I'm fresh out. Sorry, Toots.
Women weaken legs.
And then there's this other side of me that feels completely feral, like I did right before I turned 21, where I'm just adventurous and reckless and want to live my life to the fullest. I feel like a teenaged woman. I feel like a lot of young women rush themselves to grow up. Like, I was constantly wanting to prove my maturity in my 20s. But now in my 30s, post broken off engagement, having my 20s be a wash of cosplaying a wifey, and that's really what I wanted. I was not interested in partying.
Liar, liar, liar.
I was very independent still, had tons of friends, still would go out, but now living alone in New York City as a single girl, I'm crazy. I'm a teenage woman.
That's nothing to be proud of, Rusty.
Translation: when my ex-fiance and I got engaged, I was excited because my natural instinct was to become a housewife and a mother, and I naturally fell into the role and was excited to start this new chapter of my life. However, as time went by and I focused on my career, I ended up falling in with a group of miserable old broads over the age of 30 who convinced me that living a reckless life of passing around my rotted out void of diseased promises was worth throwing away a stable relationship with a good man. And once the man had enough, things ended, and now I live my life staying out, getting drunk, and having meaningless one-night stands with as many random men as possible to cope with the fact that I allowed myself to get manipulated into throwing away the best possible thing that could have ever happened to me. And instead of owning up to my mistakes, I'm going to celebrate them because I'm over the age of 30, but I'm acting like a 19-year-old in all of the worst possible ways. On a scale of 1 to 10, how close am I?
10. I can stay out till 3 in the morning, but then also know exactly what I want and set really strong boundaries with friends and men. So I'm just frozen. I'm frozen as like this early 20s teenage version of me, and then the person I am now, like this confident woman who is proud of how much she has survived and fought to have the life that she has. I've been single now for almost a year and a half.
You're a woman who survived and fought for what she has. What in the hell did you fight? What in the hell did you survive? You don't look like a war orphan. You look like a woman who refuses to accept the fact that she threw away an entire lifetime of satisfaction in exchange for 2 to 3 years of reckless fun. You can brag about your career and your so-called confidence, but we all know the truth. You are dead on the inside. You just don't know it yet. That's why you need constant validation by posting these nonsense rants on TikTok. You need random women and bots on the internet to flock to your comment section to give you your daily ration of Yas Queen that you need in order to get through the day before you consume your body weight in 5 o'clock vodka and try to be Raphael's bed warmer for the night. It's almost kind of impressive to be able to completely destroy your value within the year and a half of moving to one of the worst possible places you could have possibly moved to. It's almost kind of impressive. Almost.
Ridiculous.
I'm dating a broke guy, and it really sucks because he has the best personality, hands down. I have so much fun with him, but it's like it's gotten to the point where right now I'm not doing as financially well as I normally do. So in the past, like, we have taken trips, but I've paid for the trips, I've paid for the hotel, I've paid for the rental of the car. If we've been to concerts, I've paid for the tickets. He does what he can when he can, but he doesn't do enough. You know what I'm saying? But he does what he can when he can.
Man, that's just mean. That's mean, man.
Nope, sorry, I'm not buying it. You see, that's what the frugal dude says. You should try it sometime. What you mean to say is that he's not paying for the lifestyle that you're used to. Gentlemen of the inexpensive lifestyle lead simple lives. We honestly don't need much. In fact, most of us are perfectly content with hanging out at home, emulating some Rygar, and saving our money for investments and other means to accumulate wealth. And if you actually paid attention, you might actually learn a trick or two on how to save money in the process. For example, instead of wasting money on those god-awful nail jobs, you could simply stop doing that, save a bunch of money, as well as have your nails look like a normal human's. But no, you want this man to pay for your lifestyle since you can't anymore. So instead of actually trying to learn how to live more within your new set of means, you're just gonna bash the thrifty gent. you're not off to a good start, woman.
But it's gotten to the point where it definitely sucks because I'm not doing as well financially. I can't afford to do things for two people. I can't even afford to do things just myself right now. So because I can't afford to do things for two, we actually don't do anything. We haven't done anything. Like, if I'm being for real, for honest, like in September, for my birthday month, he does celebrate me around those times though. He does celebrate me around the holidays. He does celebrate me around my birthday. But yeah, it's been October, November, December, January. So for the past 4 months, me and him, we just been like sitting ducks. And yeah, it sucks. Like, it's crazy because I don't think, like, I feel like females come online and talk about, like, look what he bought me, look what he got me, look at where he took me. It's like the ones that are dating the broke men, we don't talk about it. But it's like, no, I mean, I don't know, there has to be like a conversation about it.
I quit. I quit.
And what exactly is this conversation supposed to sound like? Hey baby, I know you're trying your best, but everybody on social media is getting nice presents, and I know you care and you celebrate me every day, but how am I supposed to know that you care about me if you're not buying me designer handbags? So now I'm gonna need you to either become a tech millionaire or start up a drug syndicate, or else I'm gonna leave you, okay? Thanks, sweetie. I like you lots. It sounds to me like this guy isn't a mooching freeloader. He just knows how to live within his means. Most men do not need much to feel content. A bed, a moderately okay TV with internet, and some kind of a chair and table combo will usually get us through for about a good 6 months minimum before we invest in a cool looking poster. So long as there's food in the fridge and some soap in the shower, we're good. And as soon as you get that, the easier things will be. But we all know that's impossible because you validate your life based on material possessions, while a self-respecting man validates his life from within.
And it really sucks because I feel like it's kind of getting to the point where if I'm not the breadwinner, or if I don't somehow make my life lead me up to making income for two, I don't think that I'm gonna be able to be with this person. And it just really sucks because like I said, he has like the best personality hands down. So I'm on here to ask, what do I do? And don't be too cold, like don't be too rude, you know what I'm saying? Because I had my narcissist ex-boyfriend who made way more money than I did, and you know, that wasn't the answer. Like, so it's like, where is the common ground?
Well, the common ground is that you stop being such a money-grubbing hussy and accept the fact that you are a broke bae. Stop demanding more from this guy. He's already working his ass off. Maybe pull a little bit more of your own weight. Looks like you got some to spare. You claim he has a nice personality, whatever the hell that means, but you're clearly not willing to do what it takes to be with him. It sounds to me like you're looking for justification to leave this guy, but you don't want to look like the jerk for leaving a guy for not having any money, so you're trying to make yourself look like a victim. And badly, I might add, because it doesn't look like you're living in squalor. Your videos are properly lit. You're wearing designer clothes and jewelry. You got lazily drawn finger tattoos. Your hair is done and you're wearing about 5 pounds worth of makeup. Woman, you waste money like a first world dictatorship. You could easily make things work if you just went on a budget, but you don't want to do that. You want a rich man with a nice personality. But why would a guy like that reduce himself to be with you when you clearly have neither?
Like, and obviously I do have a little bit of fear, like if I stay with him during this whole time and I continue to help out, is he gonna just walk away when he does better? It's just, it's so scary. It's so crazy because it's like, I really, really like him, and I really, really, really like don't want to like not be with him, but at the same time too, like, I'm too effing old to do this shit. Like, I've already spun around this block a few times. Like,
that is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
So you're gonna go and question his loyalty to you? Men don't leave women when things get bad. Self-respecting men hold on to loyalty as one of the highest of virtues. If you're sticking with a man during the lean times and giving him your support in every way you can, he's gonna stick with you for the long haul. But what you're describing is something a woman does when a man falls on hard times. If you truly wanted to be with this guy, you would be putting in the work. But instead of talking to your boyfriend, you decided the most mature course of action was to air out your dirty laundry to literally the entire planet except your boyfriend. How do you think he's gonna react when he sees this? I don't think you can imagine the sheer level of betrayal you just threw on him. Hopefully, when he does see this, he'll kick you to the streets where you belong and he'll begin building himself up. And when he becomes the man he values after years of hard work, he's gonna look back on you and at the moment you needlessly stabbed him in the back. And he's gonna be glad you're gone, because no man should have to hold on to something that's completely worthless. And that is gonna do it for today's video, gentlemen and gents. As always, if you find that my particular brand of comedy is bringing you to the brink of laughter, then why don't you scroll on down and click that like and subscribe button and ring the notification bell, leave a comment or two, and let's go ahead and give the good old-fashioned middle finger to the YouTube algorithm. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for checking out the new video, and until next time, peace out, homies.